are here with Bunnett and Maqueque. They just played an amazing set, you guys. That was incredible. I just wanted to sit down with you guys, maybe ask you a few questions, pick your brains a little bit. So maybe start with like how you guys formed. I know that there's a lot of different people in this band from all sorts of countries. Yeah. So how did you guys come to be?
Well, I had a group with my husband for about 35 years. It's all been guys all the time. And we had a Cuban group that's called Spirits of Havana. And I guess about 7 years ago, I was meeting a lot of women, but I wasn't actually seeing them out on the scene playing. There was very few. Yissy was one of the few that I actually, knew about. And actually, my husband gave me the idea. He said, well, because I kept talking about it, and he said, well, stop talking about it and do something about it. So went down to Cuba. I'd met a tremendous vocalist, Dánae Olano, and she sort of helped me form this group, pick out the musicians that I thought would, sort of pure personalities would work, and it started just like that.
Wow.
Yep.
Obviously, it's very rare to have an all-female band, especially ones of this caliber. It's world class. So, what kind of adversities do you guys face being an all-female band in kind of a male-dominated jazz world?
I would say the adversities we face are definitely coming into certain spaces and maybe preconceived notions of what we would sound like from people who haven't heard us. And then it's always really cool to see their actual reaction when they hear us play, like, oh my goodness, I had no idea. And then there's an instant sort of sense of respect. So I would say that's typically the most adversity we really face as we're on tour, because we are very much in our own bubble, performing and touring together, spending so much time together. For me, coming into my first experience playing in an all-female band, all-women band, was a first time for me, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like this is literally like where you have to come prepared and you have to give your all, your very best. So it's a really nice bubble to be in. So any adversity we face, especially touring with these women, you just sort of like laugh it off. I'm like, whatever. We know who we are. Exactly.
So I guess we'll leave it with what piece of advice would you give an upcoming musician, especially a female who wants to, become a musician and write music and perform? What advice would you give somebody that maybe feels like, that they can't do it, or that, they face challenges? What advice would you give that person?
Well, me personally, I would say try and surround yourself with people that are creative, because sometimes I think it's very difficult to kind of work in isolation. I mean, you can do a certain amount, but to really get to that level and the support too, to have, like for me to have this band behind me playing, I feel very supported. I feel really, it's a very nurturing environment. So for young people starting out, try and find like-minded people like you that can really help you create and add, to the whole thing and the movement of, creating and progressing as a musician.
Yeah, I agree. Support is very important.
Don't hang around losers. Don't hang around losers.
I would definitely add to what Jane said. I mean, there are also instances where you don't get to be in a group of like-minded musicians such as this, right? So I think within that as well, there's a lesson of like finding your inner strength, because that's equally as important, of just finding that inner voice that says, this is going to be really tough, because we've all had tough moments. For me as well, coming into this band, like not being of Cuban heritage, learning a different style of music, a different, just way of communication and translation, all that stuff was very overwhelming. But I would say, like, be soft with yourself, take it one day at a time, and there's a lot of beauty on the other side of that. Just got to push through.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to say anything?
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming through, doing a session here with us. It was amazing. I mean, seriously, we've had nobody like you come in the shop, and I don't think we ever will. So I really, really appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah.